Okay, we're back, baby. Who's your favorite protagonist out of the Resident Evil games, chat? Or actually, I should say, who's your favorite girl in the Resident Evil series? Jill. I do like Jill's voice lines. And Marvin's no longer fucking goofing around anymore. So, when we left off, chat, we went to the sewers. We're in the sewers right now, and we got the courtyard key, which is pretty interesting because can't wait for whatever bullshit the game's gonna throw at me here. Honestly, after watching you play that mod yesterday, Trey, yeah, like this mod doesn't seem too bad in comparison. There's definitely been some bullshit parts in this, but definitely not fucking 6 Mr. X's at least. Hey, Hodrakir. Maybe the 6 Mr. X's is on the way. Wait, what? Oh, maybe the bolt cutters are... We're gonna finish Saros. Oh my god, even more? Dude, holy shit, the mod is giving me so much enhanced ammo. We're gonna do more Saros after Lethal Company. I was gonna finish Saros today to start the stream and then do Lethal Company, but I got offered another sponsor from Sony. Oh my god, bro, what is that? You guys hiding anything? Huh. Hope I would not be so tired like yesterday. Well, the thing is, yesterday I didn't sleep that well and I woke up at like 3 a.m., so I was kind of cooked. The thing is, I don't have... Dude, I don't have bolt cutters anymore. Or the clover key, or what's the green key called? Yeah, I don't... It's the club key. Wait, I'm actually... I feel like... I feel confused. Fuck. Oh god. That is... I don't like that. Why are the doors fucking opening? What the fuck is going on? Why are the doors opening into me? See what happens if you could save and kill those. Yeah, I guess I'll try to kill them. I mean, they gave me a bunch of enhanced rounds, so I guess I'll try to kill them. I didn't really think that there was ever a trigger related to killing enemies, but... I guess maybe there is. Thing is, don't they have fucking helmets on? Do they even wake up? Are the helmets just like cosmetic? Dude, what is going on? Is my game like broken? What the fuck is going on, man? I actually feel like my game is broken. I think I should probably reload. I don't know. Why is this happening though? It's so weird. Did I like break a trigger or something? Is that, wait, this dog spawned in, didn't he? I don't think he was here before. Oh yeah, there's a dog here now. Yeah, I definitely think it's broken. All right, let me try to reload. I don't know. I hope this is not. What the fuck? Okay, now my game's not even loading. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the game. This is really weird. Maybe something just bugged when I launched it.
Resident Evil 2.
I mean, worst case, we might have to load back to a previous save, I guess, which would kind of suck, but... I mean, this lady is functioning. Actually, I feel like... I just realized I'm using enhanced rounds. Alright, it seems like it's working fine now. And wasting my enhanced rounds. These guys were not here last time, so yeah, something just bugged, I guess, the first time we launched it. At least I don't think they were here. I mean, I could kill these plants. I don't know. Maybe I should. I guess these zombies are actually supposed to wake up. Wait, there's just one guy this time, dude. What the fuck? Oh, wait, nope. Come on, give me a crit. Nice. Oh! God, the fucking crits in this game are so goddamn satisfying. Oh! Give me another one.
Seriously?
he's carrying the zombie on his back. There was some handgun ammo in this corner, right? Wait, can I go? No, that would be cool if you could go back here. I mean, the AI is functioning I guess something crazy. I guess something's gonna happen when I run back, maybe. We still don't have a bolt cutter or anything. I mean, the Resident Evil trailer looks cool. It doesn't really seem like related to the game whatsoever, but when the directors made some good movies, so hopefully it's good. Something has to happen here, right? Like maybe the... I'm actually kind of concerned, Chad. I don't really... I don't know if the mod bugged out or if I fucked up by throwing away... Well, the thing is, I never threw away... Wait, what's in the safety? Oh, right, the weapons locker. Maybe there's something I missed somewhere? Or maybe I need to explore the sewers more? The tiny room next to press room? Oh, yeah, well, I can go back and look. I went there before, Trey. I don't know why it's not... It wasn't accessible initially, but then it, like, became accessible. But I can go back there and see if something's there now. Nice. God, this pistol has so much more crit rate, though. So much better. I feel like maybe there's something that... Maybe there was a bolt cutter in the sewers that I missed. Oh my god, give me... Oh my god, the crits are insane! Oh, apparently I didn't actually grab this stuff, but yeah, it's just a gunpowder and some ammo. The fuck? Lady, will you fucking die? Yeah, we might have to go back to the sewer. I had a feeling you weren't dead. I know you. This girl is probably dead. Yeah. Bro. What the fuck, man? God damn it! I wonder if I need the... Is there a dog? Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Where's that guy come from?
What the fuck?
Oh, come on, man. You know what I'm wondering? What if I need the... What if I need the photo? To find, like, the hidden loot spot or something? Maybe? Well, the thing is, I don't have the photo, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I think I definitely fucked up by not exploring the sewers more. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna reload. I mean, I don't know. I'm like annoyed because I'm in danger right now, and I don't like. I mean, maybe that's stupid. Maybe I should have ran back, but we don't have. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have just kept going. Actually, hold on. Let me get rid of... Let me put this key away. I mean, how many heals do I have? I had a first aid spray. I don't know. I guess I could have just came back and used the first aid spray. So if I was in caution, I wouldn't have minded as much, to be honest. I think we have like 15 ink ribbons to use. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean this mod gives you a lot of ink ribbons. I don't have the treatment key though, so I can't go in here. Yeah, that is actually locked. This is where Leon normally... Thing is, doesn't this normally drop you into... This just drops me back down in that one spot. Hey. Thank you. Are you joining us for lethal later? Okay. I mean, whatever you feel like. Hey, Maisha, thank you so much for the And gifted subs, thank you. Also, John McRambo, Mr. Slater, Starlancer, Mom Attitude, Vanquished. Thank you guys for all the resubs. Thank you guys. Another knife, okay. Well, I realized, I think I fucked up by, the T-crank is in the storage. Because we kind of need that. Well, actually, maybe. Well, he moved it over there. But I don't have it. Damn it. You know what? I don't want to reload, but I think it's our best bet just to reload here again. We can get rid of one of these knives since we're gonna get another one anyways. And then, well, we're gonna get 2 knives even. And we're gonna get 10 enhanced ammo. That should be good. You're worried because we threw away the keys we used before. I think it's fine. I know there's another, like the other mod that the creator made. I'm pretty sure it says like not to throw them away. Even after they become like checked off or something. But for this mod, I don't know if it matters. And if it does, I mean, if we do end up like getting soft locked because I threw away a key, I'm pretty sure we can like spawn it in. The thing is, most of the key items in this mod have been like single use. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. How do we get the SMG? There was a room in the parking garage that I did not look through, which had the book. So then we took the book to the statue, which let us open the jewel box, which had the USB key. The SMG is actually pretty fucking good. It's good if you need to kill stuff like quickly. That's like the most important thing. Or handgun ammo. Dude, I have like 300 handgun ammo. I feel like shit's gonna spawn when I do this, dude. Zombies. Oh, I mean, this isn't so bad. Damn, he spawned 4? I didn't even know you were allowed to do that. I think I'm just gonna pistol him because I have so much pistol ammo. I'm afraid if I back up too much here, this guy is gonna like... What? No fucking way, Guess I should have just ran. I didn't know that was like a scripted grab. 'Cause I've like side strafed it before. Come on, give me a crit. Damn, bro.
Seriously? Son of a bitch. What the hell is up with you?
Why are you walking into the wall? Let me shoot you in the head, dumbass. Thank you. I want to clear out some of this pistol ammo. He's not like healing every time he does this, right? Surely.
Damn it.
If you wait for the pistol to focus in, it does... I don't know if it does more damage, but it has higher crit chance.
What the hell is up with you? Shit.
There we go. And the pistol is awful for this guy, but hey, it's... I mean, we cleared out inventory because I had too much shit in my inventory anyways. Does more... I don't know if it's that... Yeah, I don't think it's the same in this mod, Trey. I think your mod definitely prioritizes focus firing more. Because, yeah, there's definitely no way it does, like, 6x damage. Because I know for the mod you played, in the description, it, like, literally says you need to use focus shots. Vanilla does more damage as well, yeah. It's definitely not 6x damage, though. In this mod. I think it's just like... I think it might be vanilla, but with like increased crit chance or something. Another knife. Wait, did the G-Adult not drop the knife? Did my knife actually break there? Or did I miss it? Hold on, I'm gonna go check. I feel like he should have dropped the knife. I thought they dropped the knives back. Was that 15 or 20%? No, it was a full knife. Maybe I should have just left it. Because now my inventory is even more full. What the fuck even is that? What do you mean? I guess you just can't... I guess you're just not meant to interact with them. I need to fly. Can we do some crouch clipping in this game? Fuck, so I guess I have to actually go through... Oh, fucking hell, man. Maybe there will be like a ladder or something that goes up there, but I don't know.
Creepy.
I don't know if I have the... The thing is, oh man, I'm pretty sure I need... Don't I need the... I don't know which plugs do I have. I can't remember which ones I picked up. Oh man, not being able to go back here really blows. It's gonna take... Like I have to go all the way through this way just to get into that section. I mean, maybe it's... I wasn't paying attention because we have two joint plugs, or what are they called? We have two chess pieces, but I don't remember which ones we have. I guess I'll grab this other knife. Yeah, I saw the new RE trailer. Looks interesting. This is probably better if I just go down this way.
No, fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's actually supposed to be based on the game at all. I think it's just I feel like it's just... They're just using the name, but it's not actually... really related to RE. Looks like shit. I think it looks potentially alright. I mean, I don't know. They didn't really show that much, which is good. I honestly hate when fucking movie trailers show, like, the entire goddamn movie. Like, look at this, dude. I have like almost 400 fucking handgun ammo. We have 60 enhanced rounds. This is actually absurd how much shit he's given me. I don't really know if there's like... Kind of want to make another save. Oh right, the whole reason we came here was to check the plugs. I'm fucking spacing out. Alright, let's see, what do we have? The knight and the pawn, right? Yeah, I don't think these are relevant, so I think it's fine. Can I stop these two? What, from having fun with each other? Why would I stop that? They're not hurting me. RE5 speedrun. Spicy and I were talking about doing RE5 runs together. Trying to like get a record or something. I don't know when we're gonna do it though. I'm still a bit burnt out on speedrunning at the moment. We're both in the US too, which is good. I feel like if you do co-op speedruns, you have to be like, you have to like live near each other, otherwise the ping can be horrible. We didn't really decide on what category we would do. Not really sure. I feel like I should have made a save. I really should have made a save. I'm gonna regret this. I don't even have a heal on me. There's gonna be a million fucking G-adults, and all these fucking zombies are gonna wake up behind me. Wait, this eye is already open. God damn it, dude. There's not much space here to work with. No, I didn't finish Saros yet. I'm so stupid, man. What am I doing? You know what, it's fine. It's not fine. Because this guy, I don't have a knife. Maybe there's a knife in here? Needle cartridges.
Seriously?
Alright. I'm gonna go make a save. That was mag ammo? Then enhanced ammo? Yeah, I know. I have so much of it, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be using it, so like... I definitely could have just used normal pistol ammo there. I probably should have. It's not like there was anything else really threatening me. We're in caution for the faster movement. Yeah, I'm gonna bring a knife. Hey, Cypher. I guess I'll just keep the green herb, I think. Maybe I'm gonna want those shock. The thing is, I'm probably gonna end up getting the... What is that gun even called? With the needles? Can't even remember the damn name. The spark shot, right? Yeah, we're probably gonna end up getting the spark shot in there. I'm afraid I'm not gonna have enough inventory space. I don't think we're gonna need to use the T-crank, whatever the hell you call this thing. Gonna store it. Hope I can beat the king eventually. Yeah, we're gonna do more Saros later today. I actually have another sponsor from Sony or PlayStation to play Saros today. I was honestly really surprised when I got another sponsor offer. But hey, I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, I guess Sony likes me or something. Wait, where am I going? I will say this seems pretty chill so far. I'm so greedy, man. God damn it. I mean, it is chill. I just fucked up. Hello, Tones. Is he actually dead? Are you actually dead, buddy? I think so. Come on, give me some crits. That guy's definitely not dead.
Oh no!
Stay dead, will you? Pistol sucks. I mean, it's nice when you get crits, but if you don't get crits, it sucks. Really, he's actually dead. I fucking realized. Wow. Oops. Yeah, I didn't realize at first that the guy in the... Right when I realized the guy in the back had done that attack, that's when I died. Quite a run to get back here, though. Through. Hey, transplanter. What's up? Give me some crits. That's what I'm talking about. I think he's spawning the little guys again. I think I should go behind him. I don't want to get trapped. A lot of damage. It's good. Now give me a crit. My god, I can't aim. Oh, there we go. Another one?
Oh no.
Put your hands down, buddy. Dead? Seems like he's dead. I will say the sewers is pretty chill so far. No way, I'm so bad, dude. For fuck's sakes, man. Well, we have a red-green at least. I really don't want to use it. I don't want to use it here because this section isn't even like difficult. Really stupid. Okay, the moment I grab that, I'm about to get destroyed. Maybe not yet. These guys are definitely waking up at some point, though.
Do this.
Really thought that would have been a collateral. I guess not, though. Can you shoot them before they wake up? I actually don't know, but even if you can, that's kind of lame. So, wait, what is this?
Hell is up with you? You asshole.
Make sure this other guy is dead.
You bastard!
This other guy is definitely not dead either. Nice crit.
Hell is up with you? Serious? Son of a bitch.
Actually dead, okay. Yes. Oh, okay, the red key. What the? Okay. Oh my god, he knows how to get through. Ah! I don't know where to go. Wait, but I need both. Oh my god. fuck? I'm confused how I do this because go where he came from, but how does that help? Am I stupid? Am I being stupid? The thing is, I need the plug still. I guess there's a box there. I don't know. I need the king plug in there. Problem is, I can't get the king plug because no, he has a knife in his hand. I don't know, I'm confused because, like, I need... Because this one opens this other door, right? So... I don't understand. Oh wait, that opens that door. Oh, I think maybe I understand. I hate this. But that doesn't... It's... I should have baited him on the stairs, I guess. Oh wait, that's it. We're done. I'm stupid.
asshole. Shit. Septic sleep.
Oh, great. That's insanely strong. I don't know if I should have used those there, but definitely helped make this a bit more chill.
No.
I mean, I don't know if I needed to kill those guys. I don't know if I'll have... I mean, I can't imagine I'm gonna have to come back through this area.
Bastard.
Oh my god. Oh. Come on, give me some crits, baby. Guess we'll just use some of this handgun ammo we have. I probably could have just ran past if I was faster. Just scared. Give me some crits. There we go. There's one. Another one.
You asshole.
No way. Oh my god. Come on, give me some crits, please.
Bastard. Fuck you.
These zombies are definitely going to be able to wake up.
Shit.
No way, dude. I'm actually fucked. He was like... Stop coughing! Stop fucking coughing! It wasn't... I mean, you call it greed, but what was I supposed to do? Like, he was blocking the pathway to climb... Jesus Christ. There.
Asshole.
He was blocking the path and I couldn't climb up. I'm coughing. Oh, the fucking poison! Couldn't fucking do anything, man. God damn it, dude. Is there no way around those guys without killing them? The problem is there's like 4 zombies at the top of the ladder. Well, it's okay. This should be a bit faster this time, at least. Maybe I should just kill all the zombies with enhanced ammo. I just feel like I might need it for the boss fight. I don't really want to use enhanced ammo unless I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed or I need to, like, take care of zombies quickly because there's other enemies that I need to deal with or something. I mean, this should be a bit faster this time. At least. Excuse me. Oops. Not what I want. I imagine you can get the spark shot attachment, yeah. Kind of annoying killing these zombies with this pistol though, but I kind of want to just use the handgun ammo. I don't know what other kind of bullshit the game is going to throw me later. I don't want to waste too many... Why is Marvin here? Marvin here last time? Crit. on, give me some crits, please. There's one. Really, he's actually. Oh, of course he's not. Okay. Oh, that guy died super fast. Alright. Well, we're still in caution. Yeah, it's easy to know if the zombies are actually dead. True. Nice. We're all fucking standing up this time. Then we put this in here, which gives us access to the spark shot. I don't think it spawns any other zombies, does it? Although it did spawn dogs before. Wait, it spawns that zombie. Or, no, it spawns a few zombies.
Oh no.
Making sure.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, so when we grab this key, it's gonna spawn Mr. X. So, okay, we need to... Right, so we unlock the door. Confused. How did we do this last time? think we had the queen plug here again, right? That it opens that. Yeah. But then, wait. How did I do this? Watch your speed. Well, this isn't how the section normally works. I'm confused. How did I do this? Because I need both of these. Unless when I pick up the key, does that do something? Because like I went through the door and then I grabbed the king plug and put it back in there. I'm so confused. Wait, what the fuck did I do, man? I don't understand, because I need to put the king in the spark room, but how did I do this before? Oh, wait, is it... Oh, wait, no. I remember now. Okay, I'm being stupid. For some reason I was thinking I did it. Okay, yeah, I know what to do. Nice, dude. That's so cool. Should have shot him through the grate. The problem is Mr. X is not fucking trapped. Can he not go down the... fuck off, man. Where's the second one? I don't have a knife now for these liquors, dude. Guess I can just shoot them with the fucking pistol. Use like 2 acid rounds. I don't know. That wasn't too bad. Dude, I think if I shoot the head instantly there, it kills like, I imagine it kills all of them. Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up. I'm not doing that. Oh my god, holy crits. That's my bad.
Son of a bitch. You bastard.
You bastard.
Fuck.
Are they actually dead? Crap.
Hell is up with you?
Oh, I want to get out of here, dude. This section takes so long to do. It's actually insane. I'm pretty sure we've been on this part for like 20 minutes at this point. I mean, I'm sure you could probably like speedrun it, but like speedrunning this section probably would be fine because you don't actually... Also, I'm kind of concerned these zombies are gonna wake up. I feel like maybe I should spark shot these guys. feel like we're playing with fire here.
Shit. Hell is up with you?
Dude.
You asshole.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, one down.
Son of a bitch. Hell is up with you?
Will you stagger, please? Holy shit, dude. Okay. How much health does bro have? Oh my god. That scared me, chat. I thought it was fucking over for a sec. All right. Normally those guys don't take that long to kill. I don't know why that guy was so tanky in particular. Maybe when they go under the water, it like heals them or something. I'm not really sure. No, I didn't beat Saros yet. We're gonna try to finish Saros. No, dude! Fuck! Welp. Welp. We go again. God fucking damn it. Maybe we should just use the enhanced ammo on more zombies. Rushing ahead was a mistake. Yeah, but the problem is if I went... I don't know. I didn't feel like I even had the ammo to, like, go backwards. Honestly... I think we should just use... I think we should use the needle rounds that the game gave us and not kill... I think we just save our SMG ammo. I think we kill those two guys at the end with the spark shot. I think we're just making things take longer for no good reason, really. I think I'm gonna kill all the G adults with the spark shot. That'll save us some time. Why not use the JMB and rely on raw damage for the zombies? Yeah, I mean, I could do that. It's just another inventory space that I have to have filled. But I mean, I could grab the handgun ammo and the JMB. Just kill the zombies with the JMB. The problem is, I don't have like enough slots for everything. We're gonna have the two... The thing is, I still need the other pistol for the enhanced ammo. I think we'll have enough space though. So we have the two plug parts and then the key. I'm worried that there's gonna be some like giga bullshit part in the Birkin 2 fight. Yeah, I'll just spam the zombies with this pistol instead and not worry about the focus shots, because you're right, we have so much handgun ammo. I should just not worry about the focus shots. Make this a lot faster. I think I'm probably conserving ammo with like too much. I mean, I think there's a reason why the mod creator gave so much enhanced ammo. Well, I mean, it's taken me like 20 minutes to do this section because I'm spending so much time fucking killing the zombies and stuff. Daggers. How much damage does the enhanced round do to this weak spot? Does quite a bit. Much faster. Well, the knife is good on the eye, but then you have to, like, dodge the guy, which is kind of sus. This part is a pain. It's not that bad, honestly. I've just been kind of messing up. Like, it's actually not that bad. Like, it's really, like... You can safely kill, like, most of the zombies. Like somehow that guy is still fucking alive. Jesus Christ, these fucking zombies. Okay. Oh wait, you can collateral them when they spawn in. I guess you can collateral a bunch of them when they spawn in. That's probably why you have the enhanced rounds. I just realized I do actually need to get rid of some more. Wait, who are you?
What the fuck?
I do need to get rid of some more handgun ammo. Make them less spongy. I mean, I don't really think it's that bad to kill them, to be honest, but... alright. Actually, we don't need the spark shot yet. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't pick up the purple herb. The blue herb. Man, this section's been taking me forever. Okay, so... Right, we grab queen plug. But I need to... Okay, right, I need to unlock the door. So, unlock the door... Grab this plug. I need to like get rid of this this extra handgun ammo that I have though, I think. I'm not gonna have enough space to grab everything. So queen plug, put it in. We need to trap Mr. X, honestly. Well, we don't need to. It was fine the last time, but probably be a good idea to try to trap him. So we grab this, or we put the queen plug in there, go in there and grab the king plug, and then we leave. Well, wait, no. Dude, why am I'm so fucking dented, bro. I'm like still forgetting what to do here. Cause we go in there. Cause we have to grab the queen plug back though. Right, we put the king plug in there, we grab the queen plug and then we run back. Question is, where are those dogs? How did we trap him last time? Okay, we need to bring him in this room first, I think. That actually hit me, okay. That's great. No, whatever, it's fine. What? How does it hit there? What do you mean? That's still not happening. Should both be dead, I think. Okay, let's try to go for the collateral now.
I can do this. Seriously?
Holy shit, okay. They're all dead. I glitched the fuck out of that zombie. I'm gonna have to just slowly kill these guys, though. Hope I get a crit. 2 crits.
Bastard.
Guy's like hanging off the ledge. That other guy is definitely still alive. What? Bro.
Hell is up with you?
Okay, we're almost there. I wonder if they like don't take damage when they're so annoying, man. 6. Okay. Alright, we're full HP. Fucking lock in. I just gotta get ready for 1,000 enemies to spawn in the water. I don't really think I can run past, though. No fucking way, dude! I'm fucking full health, and I get backed it. Nice crit.
Bastard. Shit.
Will you die, lady?
Oh shit.
That guy got his head blown off. That girl got her head blown off. This lady could be alive. I want to go home. I want to go home. I'm walking just in case lickers are here or something. Okay. Just die, please. Please, no more. No! He wasn't dead! Oh my god, bro! No! I thought he was dead, man! Oh, unless that wasn't... No, that was the same dog! How is he not dead? I shot him like 6 times! What the fuck? Oh my god, how is he not dead, dude? Normally they die in like 4 shots. Why was that one so... Yeah, I know, man. I know, like, I should have looked at him. I didn't think there was any way he wasn't fucking dead. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. Normally they die in like 4 shots, and I'm pretty sure I shot him like 6 times there. But that was really stupid, man. That's completely my fault. I don't know. I assumed he was dead. I was worried there was gonna be another dog here that was gonna come after me, but... Oh. Oh, fuck, man. This part takes so long, dude. That was like 30 minutes. Thing is, maybe you could like speedrun this section and not actually kill everything, because I don't think you're gonna have to go back there. Cannot believe, dude, I was there. I was at the fucking end, man, and oh, that was so stupid, dude. Fuck. Oh. Okay, it's fine. I think I crit him as he fell. What is making that sound? They keep spamming this fucking attack. Focus. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Wait a second. Everything is not fine. Forgot to grab the knife off this other. Dude, no fucking way, man! Oh my god!
Oh no!
Whatever. It's fine. Is it fine? Do I need that knife? I think I do need that knife. Do I reload? Fuck, man. Fuck. 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 I'm gonna fucking crash out. God damn it, dude. Fuck's sakes. Kill butlers in one shot with the knife. You do know when the butlers die, they explode into bees that roam the facility, though, right? Man. We should have been past this part already, dude. For fuck's sakes. We were right there, dude. We were right fucking there, man. admit that it's a bad mod? No. I mean, sorry you would prefer the mod to be fucking Hello Kitty Adventure. I mean, I don't know. Holy aim. Where is this fucking guy? Crit. Alright. It's been faster. But yeah, Vincanto, I don't know if you were in an ad when you said that, but I'm not sure if you know, but when the butlers die, they turn into bees. So, if you kill the butlers, you're just gonna have a facility full of bees. Which is not great. Okay. It's dead. Jesus Christ. Okay. What the fuck, bro? Okay, the triple. Nice. Got the collat. That was good. Okay. Grab that. Grab that. Discard that. Dude. I didn't grab the purple. I didn't grab the fucking purple, bro. I don't have my knife now, though, dude. Fuck, man. Am I okay without the knife? Dude, I don't know if I'm okay without the knife. him to grab. Still here? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Dude, I feel like I'm fucked because I don't have that knife, though. Because I'm not going to have any good way to destroy the weak spot of the fucking G-adults. Oh, this sucks so much, dude.
Bitch.
I was right there, man. One more.
Oh no!
One crit.
Bastard! Oh no.
Another crit.
What is up with you?
Might be able to get a good call out here.
You asshole! What the hell is up with you?
There's so many fucking zombies, man.
Shit! You asshole! Shit!
Crit.
Oh no!
The zombies insta-die if they have no leg in the water. Oh. That's good to know. I guess I can chop the leg pretty easily with the SMG. Dude, I feel like this is so cursed though, because I don't have my fucking knife anymore. I think this one... There was just one guy in this... There's just one of them in the tunnel here, though, I think, right? Does anyone remember, was it just one guy in this tunnel? I think I could just run past him. You know, instead of going the other way, we can go back up. Oh, that really sucks that I got hit there, but oh, man. Just want to make a saved file. Alright, I mean, it's okay. We still have 2 RGBs. Discard this key. What? Discard what key? What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, Lobos and I are gonna do another Valheim playthrough once the game once like the North biome releases. Alright. Well, we are doing Lethal Company in a few minutes, chat, so we barely made any progress on this mod. Kind of my own fault though. But yeah, it's alright. Whatever.
Resident Evil 2.